Hello everybody, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, where we are the Kingdom of Logres, the ancient and historic kingdom of King Arthur, fighting back against the Saxon occupation of England. And where last time, among other notable successes, we reclaimed the last bits of Wales that we didn't own. That was the Lordship of Penllyn, maybe this bit. No, Powys, there we go, Powys, that we didn't own. And also of less importance to the matter of Britain, but of fairly big importance on the world stage, we managed to set up our daughter. We managed to set up our daughter on the throne of Egypt, which she promptly lost. But she is on the throne of Jerusalem, which she sort of also took at the same time, and which is also revolting against her. Okay, so it's not going amazingly well. But the point is, we did win a crusade, and it took us something like 10 years. Almost from the very start of our rule as King Llewellyn. And even though it's all gone to pot now, the point is that we tried. The Crusade was a success in other ways, in that we managed to steal various goodies, like this banner here. Other things we managed to steal in the last realm, in the last session, was the dynasty banner for the Saxon King of England, which I consider to be a masterful scoop. We also sent out an adventurer. She went off and brought back for us a branch of the Tree of Life, which is wonderful. Do I have this on display yet? Oops. I seem to have missed a few things. Why can you not go where I want you to go? Okay. Yes, so we sent out an adventurer. She brought back a branch of the Tree of Life, which for some reason looks like an urn. She also was attacked by bandits, cut off the head of the bandit, bleached it, and sent it back to us. And I think she sent us like one other thing as well. We sent her out to get like one artefact, and she really outdid herself masterfully. We are also, as you can see, Court Grandeur level 7. We are currently the most grand court in all of the world, slightly ahead of the Byzantines, and we're actually going up. In fact, we can go over and look at the Byzantine court and see just how far they are behind us. Oh, they're also level 7, but they're going down. Let's see. Yes, so Logres looking pretty swish at the moment. We had a victorious campaign against England recently. Really, we're sort of looking towards what are we going to be doing next. I am also noticing that my OBS is having a small panic, so I'm going to go see how we're doing on our live status. Everything looks good from what I can see. Yes, so we're now sort of looking ahead to what can we do next. We did find this guy, Earl Rigonoi, who is the Earl of Somerset, and he rose to prominence. We actually gave him a territory from one of our imprisoned vassals, because he rose to prominence for basically fighting strongly against the Saxon invaders, all on his own before he was ever landed or anyone significant. He became significant by chopping the heads off a bunch of Saxons, which is definitely something we're looking for. Now, as the King of Logres, we are the Merlin dynasty. We are not the natural rulers of the Britons. We are out there looking for our proverbial King Arthur, someone who will be a good leader of the Britons and will fight out against the Saxons. And Earl Rigonoi might yet be that someone. The problem, of course, would be how to put him on any kind of more significant throne. See, we have options available to us. So we can't gift him our title just straight away. But we could propose an elective system. Now, dynasty elective is, I think, sort of the obvious one, but for us. But we can't pick someone who's not from our dynasty with dynasty elective. And the same, I believe, is true for Scandinavian elective. It has to be extended family and claimants. And we have no way of making him get a claim on either our title or the Kingdom of England. Saxon elective does allow the most powerful vassal among them to have a shot at becoming the new holder of the title. But, and we do have the Wittenagment tradition. It's one of the things we put into our cannibalized Arthurian culture. Oh, that's our faith. Cannibalized Arthurian culture. The problem then would be how to make sure that Somerset, who is currently just a single earl, ends up as the most powerful vassal. And the answer to that would be to give him the territory from some of our other vassals, which is not a particularly easy task. So here we have Duke Meredith of Gwynedd. Now you claimed Gwynedd from this Duke Griffith, who nicked it, basically. He wasn't supposed to have it, he got put in by a faction. So you seem like an obvious sort of a person for, someone who has a title and maybe could do with not having that title anymore. In terms of our powerful vassals, I probably list my vassals by military strength. That's already how they're sorted. So the most powerful vassal I have is Northumbria. Duke Padan of Brunei, he is a lunatic. He's not done anything that makes me allowed to imprison him just yet. But we could start finding secrets in our court. Do I know any plots? I don't know any plots. We could start finding secrets in our court. And go looking for things that some of our vassals might have done wrong, that we can then use as an excuse to imprison and or revoke them, if we wanted to do that. Now, most of our vassals have been pretty good to us. It's mostly Meredith here that really, his daddy-o took a title he wasn't supposed to have. Duchy of Brunei. Yeah, I think he was our spy master at one point. And we claimed it for him. So that you are supposed to have that, but you are a lunatic. Which is definitely of some concern. Having a lunatic as what your most powerful vassal is a thing to be concerned about at the best of times. We'll have a little look at what the situation is. So we've got some vassals who could be transferred around. I'm going to wait to do that until it actually sort of becomes relevant. If power starts causing trouble, then that's a big opinion buff right there. So the lunatic wants a council position. That's fine, he's not getting it. I can create the Duchy of Mercia, but I currently don't have that created to try and minimize the amount of succession wobbles that I have going on. Heir in line to inherit houses. Yes, at the moment, part of our problem is we have way too many sons. We have 4 sons. And partly, I think that's to do with the fact that we have one particular artefact on our person. This trinket here. That increases our fertility. So I might unequip that and give us the saddle from a Kurgan. Well, actually, we're not in danger of having children anymore, but our future people will be. So we probably want to unequip that. Too much fertility. A lot of people think that having huge fertility is really good in this game and really want to pump out the children. I think they're the sorts of people who go in for, trying to maximize the good traits, and who spend all of their dynasty renown on just disinheriting all of the children that they don't want. But certainly for us, with partition rather than primogeniture, and with enough fertility to put out at least a couple of all-right children, I think it's safe to say that high fertility is not a good thing for us. Wait while my brain catches up with us. Yes, so the other thing, and the reason why we left off last time, was we just accumulated 5,000 prestige. And I think that's going to be enough that we can start adding things to our culture. So the new culture system in Royal Court, you have all of the texts that you had from before, but you now have traditions and pillars. And we stole sort of the best traditions already from both Saxon and Welsh when we formed our new hybrid culture. We also stole the Anglo-Saxons' fantastic bureaucratic ethos, which is pretty wonderful. But I can now reform Arthurian to potentially add or replace traditions. I don't particularly want to replace any of them. I like all of the ones that we have. But I want to have a look at what things we might be able to add. So, diplomats. That is okay. It's cheap. It has no downsides, but it has only mediocre upsides. Collective lands we can't have yet, and probably isn't worth it. Interestingly, we can apparently have court eunuchs. Rulers can castrate prisoners. The eunuch trait has some additional bonuses, and we can appoint the chief eunuch court position. We don't have any desert, so we can't grab that. Culture blending isn't that great. Equal inheritance. So this is an option to give us access to equal gender rule, which we don't need. We've already got too many children vying for succession anyway. This one would be a good one, but it's too expensive for us at the moment. It's family business. That's not bad. It encourages us to keep close family members in council and in court positions. We lose prestige when revoking titles from close family. We don't generally revoke titles from close family as a rule. Oh, we don't want to build too many temples, really. Garden architects. Don't think gardeners were that fussed about. A forest folk is a cheap one that we definitely might be interested in. I feel like we've got a fair bit of forest in England, Wales. Hereditary hierarchy. Rules with poor education traits, such as indulgent, wastrel, or naive appeaser, are distrusted. But we lose tyranny much more slowly. We get a long reign bonus that's much better. We get more taxes. That's pretty good. So hereditary hierarchy and forest folk are both fairly good. Family business is alright. Hill dwellers, we don't really have many hill farms buildings, so that's okay. We don't really want isolationist. Jungles, we don't have any. Marital ceremonies. So our spouses give us better skill, and more likely to get married, and it makes a lot of traits worse, basically. So I don't think we need that. Legalistic. Law cost penalty from realm size, minus 50%. I didn't know there was a penalty to law cost from realm size, to be honest. And just is better. Vassal acceptance of rightful criminal punishments is up. That's not bad. But we get less prestige for being dreadful. Up to the point where if we have maximum dread, we actually get no prestige. So that one has some decent upsides, but probably isn't worth the downsides. Although we're not playing very dreadful dynasty at the moment. Maritime mercantilism. Trade port line builders constructed earlier. Coastal holdings provide more tax. And Republican vassals' opinion goes up. Monastic communities. Monk traits, temperate traits, more likely to accept taking the vows. So that's something that's useful, because when you have too many children, one of the ways to fix succession is to ask them to take vows. So we could potentially even try and save up prestige for this, although that's another 2,000 prestige, which is a lot. Metalworkers. The Royal Army's line of buildings have additional bonuses in counties of this culture. Royal armies and blacksmiths, which we don't have too many of. It makes our army maintenance higher, but our army toughness higher. Quarries we don't really have too many of. But it does increase our mountain development. Mountain homes is a potentially good one, because it makes us more developed. Parochialism. City holdings give more taxes, development, and levies. Okay, about cities. Ruling caste. Peasant and populous factions are less common. Don't care. Pastoralists. Don't care. Although the +1 prowess lot across the board is kind of okay. Wetlanders. Wetland farms buildings have benefits. Development growth on wetlands, building costs on wetlands. Okay, so out of just the realm section, mountain homes seems fairly good. Monastic communities might be worth saving up for. Legalistic, maybe. Hill dwellers might be okay. I suppose it's worth checking to see exactly how much of our terrain is hills versus forests versus mountains. Family business is pretty good as well. So do we have a terrain map? We do have a terrain map. So we've got... I don't know what the colours mean. So here's an interesting thing. So we tried to convince Felix here to leave England and join us. And England said no. And then we claimed Felix in a war. But because England said no, they're now unhappy with us because England wouldn't let them leave to join us. Right. Congratulations, peasants. You're doing marvellously. I have absolutely no idea how to find out what the terrain is. All I know is that it's different between these two things, showing simple terrain. Oh, there we go. So brown is hills, green is forest, white is plains, and blue is wetlands. Okay. So we actually don't have any mountains at all, almost. We've got this bit is mountains. Even though Wales is mostly mountains. They're calling those mountains hills. Okay, I see. Right. So mountain stuff maybe not so good for us, but hill stuff potentially fairly useful for us. Although it's considering the interior of England to be fairly unhilly as well. Right. So maybe not the the specialty ones for now at least. Which narrows it down from just this one to family business or saving up for hereditary hierarchy is very good. Family business, hereditary hierarchy, maybe legalistic, and monastic communities are looking good in the realm traditions. Then we have warfare traditions. So this one makes our heavy infantry and heavy cavalry worse, and makes our archers even better, and our skirmishers better. Now that's pretty good considering that we already have -2 heavy cavalry size and plus archer size and better unique archers. But that one's also quite expensive. Battlefield looters, we gain gold for battles, 1 gold per 100 fatal casualties, but we don't get as much prestige and fame. Forest fighters, we don't really need. So this one gives us plus spearman and archer at the expense of light cavalry and skirmisher. This one makes our knights, our heavy infantry, our spearmen, our heavy cavalry, and our elephant cavalry, if we get any, worse, but makes them cheaper. Jungle warriors, I'm not so fussed about. Navigal invaders we don't have. Mountaineers. Mountaineers is kind of okay because rough terrain expert is advantage in all of those places. Some commander traits, personality traits have extra mountain bonuses which we won't use. Gain a decision to recruit mountain commanders, which we probably won't use. And then up supply limit in mountains, which we won't need. Only the strong. So that means we can't have bad knights, which we don't have too many bad knights at the moment, but might have its own problem. But it does mean that martial education traits grant prowess. So although it might mean that you can't get enough knights, it also means that your knights are more likely to be better, or your potential knights are more likely to be better. Men-at-arms cost more, but knights are doubled in effectiveness, and you can have +2 of them. We get reduced levy size, that's probably not worth it. Quarrelsome gives us just flat-out conquest casus belli at the expense of vassal opinion. That's not bad, although it is again very expensive, we can't afford it yet. Recognition of talent. Prisoners accept recruitment. The recruiter gets a strong hook. We get better knights. And the grant pardon interaction, don't care. Permanent trait injuries such as scarred, maimed, or one-legged bonuses. Don't care. Stalwart defenders. Defensive war, peace acceptance +10. At the moment, we're not expecting. At the moment, we've definitely been on the offensive against the English. So I'm not thinking this is likely to be useful to us. It's also, again, very expensive. A lot of these are very expensive. Stand and fight. So that's just benefits different groups. So strength in numbers, -2 knights, which isn't great. But more levy size. And it sort of doubles down some of the changes to heavy infantry and spearmen and heavy cavalry that we already have. And that we're already not using. So that might be worth it. And plus 15% levy size is pretty good. Don't care about that. Student intellectual monk or theologian give prowess. Members of the clergy can serve as gods or knights. Not that fast, certainly not worth 7,000 prestige. Most restrictions on who can be a knight are lifted for characters with 10 or more prowess, and knights gain blade master traits more often. That's not terrible. Desert warriors, winter warriors. Oh my god, there are so many traditions available, Jesus. Regional herds. Yeah, so this is one that we could have stolen from the Saxons, but we didn't. Because we didn't want the cultural fascination progress hindrance. Social. Better diplomacy. That one's just straight up good. Oh, enemy hostile scheme success chance. Charitable. That's not so great. Encourages traits I don't really want and gets minus income. Chivalry. Inspire against knights in single combat. This is definitely something that I feel is very Arthurian, at least thematically. The romance schemes may be less so. It was more likely to start romance schemes. Okay, so this is like a little bit about knights and then a lot about romance. Plus 50% tyranny gain, which is interesting. Benefits to heavy cavalry, which we don't really use. Fishermen. That's okay. Expert artisans. Characters is called to produce high quality artifacts. That's pretty good. But it's only for these two inspirations. Okay, that's less good. Not that fast. Also not fast. Nah. Life is just a joke. Gregarious, content, cynical, and fickle traits give increased opinion towards characters of the same culture. Characters of this culture lose stress on receiving a declaration of war. Characters take bolder actions, it's harder to make them intimidated or terrified. That's a shame up until the last one, because intimidating and terrifying vassals is very useful. That stress gain is going to kill you if you click that one. Loyal subjects. Vassals of this culture do not consider different faith or culture when joining factions. They'll often learn the language of their liege. All Arthurian characters plus 10 opinion of liege. Wow, that's really good. That's really good. Like, I don't have any sort of expectation to collapse England from within. So this keeping our vassals in line is really, really good. That's why it's expensive. Mystic stuff. Modest. Is meh. Music theorists. Garrus is better. Or better poets. We can't get any of these. Philosopher culture. Don't care. Pirates. Unlocks the ability to raid and to raid overseas. It's not very King Arthur, is it? Hunters. Hunts more often can be useful. Hunter traits are seen as prestigious and characters gain hunter traits more often. Seafarers, I'm not so fussed by. Spartan. The prestige loss is bad, but we do build better castles. shield maidens. That's wonderful. Not particularly in keeping with the Arthurian mythos. Trials by combat. Warrior culture. Xenophilic. Yes, I suppose the other thing is we want to make a culture that is actually worthy of King Arthur. You know, what defined Arthurian rule? It's not monks, that's for sure. What was the one that was about merit? Warriors by merit. That's pretty King Arthur-like. Meritocratic knight system. That might be worth adding. I don't know so much about loyal subjects, even though it is really good. I mean, when are we next going to see 7,000? Prestige. Okay, I think we're going to save up. Oh, I actually haven't read any of these, have I? Bound by faith. Nah. By the sword. Kingdom level holy wars, don't care. Concubines, no. Culinary artists, no. Oh, we can't get it anyway. Frequent festivities, not really. Linguists, not fussed. Herbalists, not fussed. Excuse me for 1 second. I've been gifted with the greatest gift of all, a hot drink. Marvellous. Yeah, herbalists. Monogamous, we are already monogamous, basically, anyway. Not polygamy, sadly. Religious patronage. Not fussed. Religion blending. Not fussed. Sacred hunts. Not fussed. Sorcerous metallurgy. Does not have the accepted doctrine. Ah, so this is for witchcraft. That's because of our faith, which is a shame because this is, you know, we are Merlins, we are wizards and witches, all of us. And Region 1 has just heard. So I might try and save up for loyal subjects if I can find it. Again, loyal subjects, because that's really good. But warriors by merit is also very Arthurian. Something to think of. Okay, let us start time running now that we think we know what we're going to do. I could start changing about to try and optimize for prestige. We want 2,000 more prestige, which is going to be pretty hefty. I can host a grand rite straight away, which is probably worth it. Do some witching. My mother held 2 grand rites in her time. I have yet to hold my first. Right. The full moon rises. We have an option of how to begin the ritual. They're just different ways of possibly getting opinion with guests. So I'm going to take the diplomacy challenge. rely on my improvisation, as my mother did before me. And we have had a marvellous success. Before too long I'm riding on a wave of their excitement, passionate cheers fueling me. I guess I'm free to worship as it pleases. I can lose stress, which I don't need to, or I can get a stewardship lifestyle perk unlocked, which is marvellous. Men at arms maintenance per dread, meh. Republican vassal tax contribution is kind of okay-ish. Extort subjects I'm not so fussed by. Meritocracy, also not fussed by. Let's grab detailed ledgers. It'll only give us a little more money, but it's something. How long until we can change focus? 1161, 3 years. That's the end of our grand rite. Let's also host a grand feast. Anything to get our prestige up. Welcome, friends! It's a time of great celebration in the Kingdom of Logos. And also that guy died. Meredith's Fowlery. Servants were carrying out impressively adorned entrees, a number of proud peacocks, skinned, cooked and stuffed, then redressed in their magnificent plumages. However, as Lord Meredith brought his knife close towards them, this is not the Meredith who we don't like, this is a different Meredith. The fowl came to with a shriek. This one wasn't cooked at all. It pecked at Meredith's nose before bursting forth among the screaming and laughing guests. Right, so I've played a prank on this guy. And then Earl Ednifed, who is my friend? Or was my mum's friend? I think it was my mum's friend. He chased the peacock around and managed to scare it towards the great hall doors where it escaped into the night. Marvellous. I love that new event. It's one I assume it must have come in with the Royal Court update. Certainly not something I've ever seen before. I'll call on you all again, my vassals, and gain some prestige. Right, what other ways do we have of getting prestige up? Some people have left the prison, that's nice. Does that mean that you guys have finished your war? Yes, sort of. Oh, you actually own this little bit of land down here. You're not for very long, though. Because, oh boy. Do you not have any troops, and you're too far away for me to interact with. Hamlets constructed in Warwick. I don't think commissioning artifact gets me any prestige, but artifacts can give me prestige. I don't have anything else to wear. I took off that Arthurian brooch, didn't I? It gives me a little prestige buff. Okay, put the brooch back on, so we're not likely to be very diligent. It's fine. Oh, apparently I have a claim on this pot shirt. It's owned by this random lady. I could challenge you for an artifact. I also have a fairly good chance of just stealing it. Cost me prestige. Challenge her, and she won't accept. So there's not a lot of point in doing it. But I can demand the artifact and she will accept. There we go, marvellous. Yeah, give me that back. Staring at stars. Oh, this is the stars moving at different speeds and celestial spheres. I'm a zealous person, so I will probably stick with this, thank you. Earthly focus, piety, although insight in the heavens is plus prestige. I will find my insight in the heavens, dang it. Who are we currently guardianing? Not you, because you're an adult. Just various children, that's okay. Let's grab scientific. That's pretty good. What else am I doing? Increasing development, integrating mercenary, increasing county control, you're finding secrets. Yeah, okay. Council's all doing good things. I just had an idea and immediately lost it. Oh yes, Somerset. We want to make sure your child gets a good education. Getting a stewardship education. Who do we have in my court who has good stewardship? You have excellent stewardship and a really good stewardship education. There we go. You will accept that. Marvellous. We have become the owner of the potsherd. And she didn't like that. Potsherd has low durability. Oh, blimey, it does, doesn't it? Let's repair that. Greetings, my black believe. We have yet to uncover any secrets at court. If there is anything, we shall find it. How's England doing? They really don't like us. They have no allies. We've got a while left on our truce. 3 years. Task finished. And we finished increased control and county task. Marvellous. So let's get you on training course. At least until the next time war breaks out. Ah, we're now up to court grandeur level 8. Prestige, prestige, prestige. Diplomacy, which affects my prestige. That's fine. Ah, okay. Right, I'm trying to convert my daughter to witchcraft. And she will succeed. I will succeed. Marvellous. You're too far away to interact with. You are already a witchcraft. Already a witchcraft? You're already a witch? Who's your guardian? This person. Ulrika. Let's convert you to witchcraft as well. So that you hopefully then convert my daughter. We're going to have a very witchy court. As is right for Merlins. Call to war. Okay, so Duchess Clarmonde of Toulouse is having a war against Aquitaine because he's obviously tried to like revoke her or something, which is a shame. But we'll probably go and get involved. Let's put you off with train commanders. And onto organized army. Oh, that's way more people than we need. Jesus. We have too many troops. Let's split off a new army. Take out 5,000 levies. Disband them. And then... yeah, this should be enough. We'll sail over to here. We'll not go that stupid way. We'll go this way instead. It's a much less stupid way. And our allies might get slightly squashed. Allies? I can't get to you in any particular way because I'd have to cross loads and loads of enemy territory. So you really need to run. You really need to run. Oh, you're too late, I'm guessing. Oh, we've lost our alliance with France. Who's the new France? Oh, okay. Ah, you're the grandson of old France. I see, that's a shame. Ecstatic peasantry. The peasants in the Eldon of Northamptonshire are in a good mood. The harvest is bountiful, the roads are safe, and the village elders are telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk. The peasants are praising me for their fortune and have sent a delegation carrying gifts. Right, we can get up development growth, which is pretty good. Or just get a bunch of money. No, I want to reinvest in the county. And Gwiddle, we shall try and make you a witch. Oh, there's my allies dying horribly. Gosh darn it, Toulouse. We can't afford to lose you, now that we've lost France. Marshal Earl Ednefed has been enjoying the intimate company of other men. Tisk tisk. Books and secrets. I know that lots of people are witches and you are a sodomite. This isn't, I think, an imprisonable offence. It's a shame. Right, we can designate a guardian for Sion Merlin, the youngest son. Oh, I should check to see if I can get you to take vowels. He's not at least 10. Okay, that's fine. What do you want to study? Diplomacy or learning? I'm tempted to say, let's see if we can get you to study learning. Do we have any good learned people in our court? We do, my Archbishop. There we go. Right, you. I can ask you to take the vowels. You may accept. Oh, it costs a lot of piety to ask people to take vows. Okay, so maybe be better on the ones that I'm most likely to succeed on. So Prince Ine ap Llewellyn have a 65% chance of success, which is pretty good. Also makes the Pope like me more, which is nice. You have a claim on the county of Quercy. Oh, that's my wife's title, that's fine. Okay, we'll ask you to take the vowels. I'm also in line for some titles because we don't care, and I have a rival who I can imprison, but he's such a good knight that I'm probably not going to. He's just too useful. This is the medieval equivalent of too big to fail. So we're taking as prisoners. I can ransom. Oh my god, I've taken Queen Ide as a prisoner. This is marvellous. Ah! Prince Ine has accepted monkhood. I'm sure you will serve God well. I hope you will, anyway. How's that improved succession? We're now also keeping Stafford, but we're not keeping Gloucester. How does that work? I don't know, game. I don't know. We have succeeded in our ransom. Oh, he's running away. Where are you running away to? Oh, there's 900 people here sieging this place. Don't want that. They've broken their siege anyway. This might be a little dicey if my ally doesn't. But we hopefully should still succeed. It looks like they are running away. We caught them. Ah! My sister-in-law has died. Marvellous. Who's the new to lose? This lassie. Who I can ally with. Well, honestly, I think that's the best for everyone. We got there, we lined up on the battlefield, and then the messenger ran out in the middle of us, be like, "Stop! The Duchess of Toulouse is dead!" Oh, you're stronger than she was as well. Marvellous. Oh, you have 2 duchies. That's why. Right, let's see if we can get Ulrika onto our side. A new novice. Marvellous. I can show her my true self. Right, who's educating our other children? You're educated by Ulrika. Oh my god, there's me. You, who's educating you? My archbishop. I'm guessing converting an archbishop... No, converting an archbishop is actually quite easy. As it turns out. Sure, let's get this guy inside. So the Duke of Gwynedd, who we wanted to find secrets about, is the guy finding secrets. I can see that being a problem, but apparently this guy is my rival and we found out a secret about him. So that's good. We could even blackmail you. But get stressed for being trusting. Can we expose the secret? Expose. Oh boy, that gives you 34 stress, which is glorious. We're going to need court event in just a sec. Sure, why not? We'll expose it. There you go. Now everyone knows. Everyone likes you less. New court event. Foremost Knight. A healthy rivalry between mettlesome fighters is to be expected. I've never seen that word before, mettlesome. But the growing discord between Engelbrecht and Matthew is souring the court. Is this Matthew my rival? Yes. Engelbrecht is widely regarded to be more skilled, but Matthew clearly takes issue with that assertion. Oh my god, he is more skilled. Blimey, I've never seen 34 prowess. In the middle of an audience, the latter bursts into my throne room and, clutching his sword hilt, cries, "Engelbrecht, only one of us can claim to be the king's most skilled knight. Meet me outside and I will settle the question." Engelbrecht replies angrily, "I would cut you to pieces where you stand. If it was not for the presence of my lord, you displeased boar. Apologise and I may spare your life. I better act quickly if this escalation is to be halted." Like I say, may the best knight win, and they duel literally to the death. Jesus Christ. And we gain some court grandeur, which is lovely, I'm sure. I can say, take their swords, give them training blades, which means they just duel to the wounded nature, which is significantly better. Oh my god. I will humble both of you. I will fight a single combat with Engelbrecht. And if I lose, I spend stuff and get court humiliation. That definitely sounds like a bad idea. Or I can say you're on the same side, and everyone's unhappy and upset. We'll let them duel with training blades. Engelbrecht wins the duel. There we go. So he was right, and he would have killed you. And it would have been kind of satisfying to see my rival die, but he's such a good knight that it's probably not worth it. Oh dear. Can I commission an artefact? was just thinking if I could commission an artifact to produce prestige, but I might not have that luxury. Let's go into my roll court, see if there are any artifacts that aren't currently on display that give me prestige. You would give me plus 0.05 prestige per month if I replaced this. To the implacable King Llewellyn of Logres, I call on you to honour our alliance to join me in the war for Raimonda's claim on the Duchy of Languedoc. So who are we fighting? A bunch of nobodies. Sure, why not? Yeah, we're a bunch of nobodies, that's okay. We'll probably start. Oh, that was too many. I was like, oh, we'll go for one more day. Nope, shouldn't have done that. Right, across the sea we go. What's the quickest way to Carcassonne? By land. That's okay. Oh god. And Scotland's having a Liberty War. Marvellous. Okay. New plan. Okay, new plan. The big army got to Scotland. Oh, that's expensive. And then we raise a second smaller army that we failed to raise properly. That'll probably be enough, honestly. Just some numbers to bulk out. Not you. Daft thing. Oh, why is time running? Didn't tell time to run. Right, you guys come down here and help out with this. Oh yeah, okay. Oh dear, Scotland, you don't have to pick bad times for it, you guys. I know you don't get to pick when people declare a liberty war on you, or when people declare a claimant war on you. These guys have a lot more troops than I sort of thought they were going to. Yeah, can you catch that 500? That would be really good. Not. You're not that competent. Let's land on them instead. Okay. You guys, once you've done that, you need to go there and siege. Those are your instructions. Let's come focus on these guys. Just until we can get them to our friend army, and then we can just be like, attach! And I'll just go wherever my allies go. We can worry about Scotland. Oh my god, there are so many people firing this bloomin' hunter event. I'm just in a state of constant vigilance, of which Mad Eye Moody would be proud. You're going there, are you, ally? Right, we've won a victory, gaining me prestige, which is marvellous. On to the enemy capital up there. Gwyddel has come of age. And he has a terrible stewardship education. Oh dear. They grow up fast, apparently. Yeah, they do. You can get married. What good alliances are there out there? Tuscany is strong but fairly far away. Zealand's close by. I like Zealand as an option. God, you're really strong. Oh, you're weird. You're a... Oh, so France disintegrated. France split in half. Marvellous. It lost the bit of Burgundy that it had. And Burgundy's also taken with it a bit of the Netherlands. And this sort of chunk here in the middle. Ile de France. Including Paris. Marvellous. Right. You guys nearly where I want you to be. Adalgiza is a non-believer, that's okay. This guy. Stone of Glass. I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me. I feel a headache building once again. Learning lifestyle experience. Yeah, we'll grab some of that. Normally giving our bishops a hook isn't so bad. Because, like, what are they going to do? Increase their contract? They don't have one. Be on my council? There already are. You know. Who cares? Right, we can now focus on this one. I don't know where the enemy army has gone. They seem to have vanished. Someone's plotted to kill Engelbrecht. I feel like I could take a fairly good guess as to who that might be. Honestly. Now there's interesting. So because my court is so wonderful, Scotland has decided that their court is now going to speak the same language as me. Now that's marvellous. We've nearly sieged down his capital. I've succeeded in sieging down his capital. Are we going to catch him? Answer, maybe. I can answer whoever this is. Sure, 25 free gold, why not? Yes, and my archbishop will be a witch. Welcome to our community, brother. Oh, interesting, I didn't have the option to not also tell him that I was a witch. Right, okay, we're gonna grab him. There seems to be a hostile army forming here, which is interesting news. Scotland, have you got another war? You have got another war. We probably want to help you out with that one as well. How's this siege going? It's going okay. No, he's sieged down a place. I see, that's not great news. Scotland, shall we off to join your other war? So that's, like, making sure you don't get imposed is a lot more important than making sure you don't have a lower crown authority. Are you going to catch these guys? We are going to catch these guys in time. Marvellous. Straight from one battle to the next, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys. Oh, they're not going to make it out to sea. My vassal, Mayor Melisant, has a lover, that's okay. Let's catch these guys. Beat them. Hold court. Holding court does cost us prestige. But I think it's probably worth it. Here, petitioners. Gesture them in. An unusual case has reached my court. 2 women claim that a baby boy is theirs. None of the villagers can stand as witnesses, saying that it's as if the child appeared out of thin air. No one knew that the women were expecting or adopting nothing. The mystery has captivated the people, and while we may never know how all this happened, we must resolve this conundrum. What decision should I make for the future of the child? So I can choose the youngest woman. She has more of her life to raise the child. Or, with age comes experience, the eldest woman will raise the child. Or I can raise the boy, which will mean every feudal vassal loses 40 opinion of me, which is ridiculous, and every Okay, and my spouse will lose 80 opinion of me for adopting them, but, weirdly, that says every opposite-sex spouse or concubine. I didn't think CK3 had the ability to have not opposite-sex spice or concubines. Spice being the plural of spouse, obviously. Let's take a look at the two women involved. So we have Susanna, 26. I mean, she's not a lot older, is she? Let's be honest. Susanna, 26, is a forgiving, arbitrary, stubborn woman with a fairly good diplomacy education and no children. Rhiannon is a leader, humble, forgiving, zealous woman with a meh intrigue education. Where's the boy? I want to see the boy's stats. We know almost nothing about him. He's not a bleeder, which makes me think he's less likely to come from Rhiannon. But Rhiannon would be the better mother, let's be honest. Maybe not so much with the zealous thing, but it's Middle Ages. And I'm zealous. So I feel like I'm gonna pick the person who's more like me. So I'm gonna pick Rhiannon. You can also come to my court, which is nice. And you also come to my court, you can. But I'm going to pick Rhiannon. Okay. Oh my god, Susanna disappeared without a trace on 4th December at age 26. What the hell? So did Rhiannon! And the boy! Oh my god! What have I done? What? They all just died! How did that happen? What? Why are you dead? Is this just what Crusader Kings 3 does with characters that it doesn't want to be bothered to keep track of anymore? What? That's mental. They just died. Exhibiting King Llewellyn's collection. My courtier Dubgilla approaches me with a spring in her step. My liege, she says fully examined, I have a great idea that can bring you either money or fame, while I am in the market for some fame. You've amassed quite the collection of artefacts, my lord, so why not put them on display? You could charge for viewing your collection, or for free so that more people will view it. She clears her throat before continuing. People do have a tendency to want the things they see, so the downside might be that more people will try and claim your artefacts. So I can get for 3 years... So, hostile artifact schemes will just become more common flat out, but they get plus 10% monthly prestige for 3 years. Which is... plus an extra 1.3, so it'll bring me up to 1.3 prestige for 3 years. Is about 13 in the first year, and then about 36 prestige total, or a small amount of extra monthly income, about plus 3, so about plus 9, maybe 10-ish gold in total. And I lose stress for being arrogant. Yeah, I'm going to put them on display. Get a little bit more prestige. He who makes a beast out of himself. A gaggle of grotty peasants appear before my throne. This is a gaggle of just this guy appears before my throne. They're armed with the most vicious... It's this guy again! They're armed with the vicious flaming farm equipment. One pokes a pitchfork through my favourite throne cushion. I've just had that patched up after the last guy did it. They think I'm a devil incarnate. Right, I'm a demon, I'm a king, which is much worse. Which could give me intrigue lifestyle experience. Will definitely get me some prestige. I can gain dread. I can try and be a less bad person. I'm going to take the option which gives me prestige. Oh, sweet. I think that worked. I think I succeeded on the skill check there as well, which is excellent. My business here is done. We are now court grandeur level 9. Which is mad. That's totally mad. At level 9, we get plus 5% monthly renown, which won't last that long, because we're decaying, but you know. And we are even better at imprisoning people. Wow! That's crazy. I was like, oh yeah, we'll go up to like 5 and that'll be fine. And then I pushed 6 because I could just get there. And now we're level 9, at least temporarily. We have won this battle here, which is nice. I suppose we should come down here and siege down Avondale. We've got a new learning lifestyle perk available. Increased development efficiency is pretty good. Pedagogy is Maz. It's okay apart from the fact that my wards aren't that useful to me at the moment. Faithful Meh, anatomical studies Meh. Let's grab increased development efficiency up. We've got 17. We've got about a month until we can change again. And then we'll do that for the plus prestige one. I can ransom whoever this person is. Sure. We are sieging this place, but we're not doing it particularly quickly. Oh my god, I have a casus belli on France. Duke Sigmar of Wreckage. Oh, Mail died. I think I actually knew that. He has a claim on this random little county in France. Which I definitely don't want to push. Right, we've succeeded at that siege. We've nearly finished this siege. He's sieging down a really annoying place. Looks like my allies are going to go with him, so I'll come up and try and fight this guy. Will I get there in time? I've got 50 days. I'll get here in 20-something days, so that's good. No, we're still looking for secrets. We want a secret on someone who's worth having a secret on. Okay, I'm gonna catch him, break the siege. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, we've actually completely destroyed their army, which is fantastic news. They're coming back here to siege this place. It's going to take 8 months. We'll probably get to Galloway and siege it down to win the war in 8 months. How are we doing down here? Duke Geraint ab Owain of Powys has come. Ah, yes, so this is the guy who I conquered off of England. He's come to show loyalty to me. Marvellous. He has a deference, offering his oath. I bid him arise, confirming my satisfaction. Nice. We're nearly there now. Drinking companion. I'm drinking alone in the tavern when I see my friend Duke Meredith sit down across from me. I quickly make my way over. We spend the rest of the night drinking together. He knows how to have a good time. Oh, so I actually like that guy. I suppose it was his dad who was the illegitimate one who sort of usurped. It wasn't him. Was he learning? Learning. I'm not having time. Inir deserves to know his power. Marvelous. Where's your Duke of Somerset? Right. Yeah, I wanted to teach him personally. Marvelous. Well, we are going to be here for a while, sieging us, because we don't have the right siege equipment, because all my siege equipment is up helping Scotland. I can, however, ask my head of faith for gold. Marvellous. Here comes the tax refund. Oh, my army's starving. That's because it's Scotland. Not a lot of stuff in these here hills. Can I split you in half? Then half to get resupply. What are we doing in Jerusalem? Oh my god, Jerusalem. You're a mess. My grandson is in charge. It's a complete mess. It's a disaster. He's actually winning a war. This is the problem with Crusades. I thought if we took Egypt instead, then it would be less of a disaster. But no. Unworthy peasants. While I was in the castle town with Seal, his attention was caught by a criminal pillory. Oh no, we're definitely not making you arrogant, god no. You want me to be compassionate? Or callous? We want you to be compassionate. Bring the poor man the water he asks for. I'm glad we caught that time. Oh! And my player heir has had a son of his own. Ooh, Chluark. Ooh, I like Chluark. I've never seen that name around before. Yes, we shall have you. Do I have 2 wards? I do have 2 wards. We shall educate you soon. We've nearly finished this siege. Right, we occupy Galloway. We probably want to sit here and get some supply up, honestly. Although I do notice you're mustering an army there, so you guys can go fight it. Hopefully catch it before it has the chance to assemble properly. Yeah, you can also start on the siege while you're here, I suppose. How's all you got? Definitely won't able to take that. It's a shame. We'll get you over here and try and see this down. Battles won 102%, but cats to 50%. We want the siege guy. A few days. That should be okay. I don't know if this will be enough to win the war on its own, finally. Quite. Although, we've got ticking war score, right? Yeah, we do. Right, okay, we're gonna split you. How many guys are we facing in this war? We're gonna split you in half down the middle. No, we're not. We're gonna split you in half manually. Right. For okay, score for that many. You're coming here. You are coming down south to try and fix this mess that we're losing horribly. What we're doing. Expand. Honestly, if you can't win this war from here, then maybe you don't deserve to be Scottish King. Yeah, pretty close to that 7k. Prisoner Lock-In has died in my dungeons. Right, we are back on top in this war. Just sort of thinking, do I actually want to take me 4 months to get there? It will not take you 4 months to siege it. So no, we'll go here. Oof, this war's looking a bit dicey. Ah, your contract is up for renegotiation again. Ine has come of age. You're an intricate web weaver, which is pretty decent. I'm fairly happy with that. Let's go grab you. Educate you. What a mess this war is. Victory in the Scottish War, marvellous. Okay, you can stop what you're doing. Split off just the siege weapons and send you over here. And put not the siege guy in command here. And put the siege guy in command here. Lord Meredith has a lover secret. Disc. Which one is Lord Meredith? You, hello. Yeah? I suppose his unnatural relationship with Cadog. We have exactly 4,000 soldiers here. Let's go march on the enemy army. I'm glad to see that my allies are helping out. We beat up these guys. But keep the siege guy. You're sieging, keep the siege guy. Right, we killed a whole bunch of them. Got some prestige, we are super close. I don't know where we need to go. We've gained a level of devotion, which is marvellous. Where are you retreating to? Oh, this is all occupied, of course it is. Okay. Let's go unoccupy this territory, I suppose. Try and catch up to them here in the mountains. Not the best place for a fight, but we will still win. Who's this guy? You apparently have money. Sure, I'll have that money. My granddaughter was taken prisoner by the Sheik of Barcelona. Oh, Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem. Now back down to level 8, that's fine. We have reached our 7k culture, which we want for loyal subjects. Which only costs 4,000, and I didn't need to save up for. Yeah, I was reading this 7,000, wasn't I? Oh god. This being said, so plus 10 opinion is fairly good across the board. But are my vassals going to be... Like, I'm not worried about my vassals of this culture. Am I? What about vassals of other cultures? We'll get warriors by merit. Chivalrous. Matthew has a deviant secret. Maybe, do I want to just pardon Matthew? I'm going to grant you a pardon. I'm also going to... won't become a witch. I'm going to try and sway you, so that you don't try and murder me again. And I noticed your last wife died. Oh, it was Anna, yeah. So I'm gonna... Okay, married to this random princess of Bohemia. I won't do that. Let's get you married to Shan Gwyn, who's a genius. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this war. Oh, 260 people just rushed in to attack us there. Marvellous news. We're going to catch at least some of this army. I'm kicking some people's butts. Oh, I've taken my foe hostage. Can I torture you quickly? No, I gain stress for torturing you, apparently. Marvellous. Disband all my armies. We've won the war. Fantastic. Toulouse is safe, once again. Phew. Okay, so... wars. Tricky things to deal with, but... Done okay. Who am I educating? I'm educating. That's right. I wonder if I could get the Scottish King's heir. What if we can get the Scottish King's heir to our court? He's fairly close, just with any old random. Can also now declare war on England if they want to. They've got themselves an ally, who's okay. They've got themselves a fair old bunch of troops. I don't think they have any actual claims. Betrothed can marry. Yes, sure. Well, I mean, I must have claims because I could go on them. Oh, this guy's got a claim on... This lassie has a claim on East Anglia. Like, England isn't weak right now, but we are very strong right now. And we might not be this strong in the future, as our lands get split up by succession. We've got prestige to spare, because I was actively trying to generate it, and... yeah, there was that. You know what, we're declaring war. We're going to try and snatch East Anglia. The name Logres is based off of a Welsh word, I believe. Loiga, meaning, but if it's not based off of Land of the Ogres, meaning sort of this kind of bit of England. So it'll be interesting to have it on hand. We've got Prince Bosun of France. You are cheap to call in, and you have almost as many troops as England on its own. And also Scotland, coming toward me, Scotland. You know, we are cementing this whole Britain against the Saxons thing. Gosh darn it. We are making it happen. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Alba. You're making our armies cheaper, that's marvellous. Right, I, on my own, have about twice as many troops as England. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. There's a snake in our court. I'm heading to my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle from a window. Gwyn! Open up, and my treasure is I, Stefan. Gosh darn it. Gwyn. Don't you be fornicating. You hear me? We'll have none of that. None of that at all. Have you called in a bunch of mercenaries? We have called in a bunch of mercenaries. Noted. My hook on this son of mine will expire soon. But it's okay, because it's not like I can use it for anything anyway. Okay, they're moving, we're nearly done with the siege. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pop. We're gonna catch them. Mayor Dirrell is a sodomite, that's okay. Oh, we've got a dynasty legacy. Shared ideas, yes, absolutely. See how your mercenaries help me. Huh? Oh, here comes Scotland, that's nice. As I'm out for a stroll around the market, a merchant calls me in, insisting she has something that will pique my interest. She's rifling through her collection of dusty stones and other treasures, and I forgot to change my focus like 2 years ago. But it's fine, because I don't actually need to. After some digging, the merchant produces an old book and insists I need it, quote, for what is to come. Pay money for a book artefact. Sure, we'll take the diplomacy challenge. We failed to negotiate a better price, that's good. I've become the owner of Arthurian scriptures. Oh my god! Someone's written up the legend of King Arthur. And I have it. And it gives me learning lifestyle experience. As I'm putting away my newly acquired Arthurian scriptures, the parchment pulls out policy instructions for practical bibliomancy, where one might divine their fortune from a passage in a book. All I need to do is open this text to a random spot and read the first fateful verse my eyes might fall upon. Temptation is overwhelming. Fear is the mind killer. I feel like I've had this one before. Did I open the exact same book as my grandfather did? Learning isolate experience or learning challenge to try and get more experience. Or dismiss it as nonsense. Or ask Dubgilla, but I'm arrogant, so that stresses me out. I'm gonna try the learning challenge myself. As it continues to elude me. Right, where is this book? Where is this book? I just thought I should have a book. Got Breton scriptures. Where are my Arthurian scriptures? Oh, are they a court artifact? I see, okay. No, that was not obvious. Right, okay. We've got to put some little book down over there in the corner. Put it there. So I can actually remember that I have it. Because I honestly didn't even notice that that square existed. So I guess I can put that, not you. I guess I can put that, trinket back on. Heard the opinion, or if it says prestige now. Victory this battle. Learning perk. Learning per level of devotion. Pedagogue is probably pretty good actually. So I don't who my wards are. Oh, I need to get my. No, I did get my pets on as well, that's fine. I can ransom some guy. It's okay. I can split you in half. Send this half off to where I think you might be going. I'll send this half to Hartford. Or East Seaxer. Might make more sense. That's a pretty big county. I assume that has something to do with war score. Sacred text, troubling passage. For the life of me, I cannot wrap my head around this passage from Arthurian scriptures, and it's consuming me. There's the minefield. What could that possibly mean? What am I missing? Oh, so we haven't finished yet. So every option gives me stress. But I could ask Xian, who is clever. My Archbishop, who is my Archbishop. Or no one. I'd lose 10 stress and then gain 22 stress. I see. Let's ask Xian. It clarifies the passage. Nothing to fear. I finally cracked the mysterious passage. I feel much wiser for it. Thanks to that merchant, the threads of fate suddenly appear more clearly to me. Oh my god, I've got another learning lifestyle perk unlocked. Jesus. Sanctioned loopholes is pretty good. What are you guys doing? Where? That's weird, I could have sworn that you were not retreating there, but okay. Actually, I was confident that you were retreating somewhere completely different to there. But okay. I'll split you in half. Wait for his army to show up and decide what it's doing. Gain some supply in the meantime. Where are you going? Oh, we've gained a level of fame, that's nice. Breton Scriptures has loads of ability. Repair that. I have a few knights. Let's fix that. You guys come here and meet up. Have you got a siege commander? No, let's give you a siege commander. He's busy. Too busy doing, you silly fool. Busy doing this. Commander. Siege commander. Send you over here. A curse undone. Sybil! Oh, I remember Sybil. She was in prison for a long time. I don't know why she isn't anymore. She was also blinded by someone. The twists and turns of fate have not always been to my advantage. God knows that I was cursed then at Sybil. But that curse has been lifted. Fate has smiled upon me and brought that gutless coward to her grave. Not one day too soon. Excellent. Apparently I'm a moderately vindictive king. Drain the hatch. Marvellous, okay. King Llewellyn, we've had our differences in the past, but don't you agree it's time to let bygones be bygones? Right, we are no longer rivals, and we're instantly up to 100% opinion with each other. He says, immediately before I discover that he's the one, I mean I knew you were the one plotting to kill Engelbrecht, but still. Come on, guy. Oh no. You're in another war, are you? I guess I'll accept. God almighty. Discovered armillary sphere. I believe there's something going on in the shadows. If there's anything, we shall find it. I can't believe my allies just abandoned that siege. Actually, I can believe Scotland abandoned that siege. They've got more important things to do now. Who's a useful ally that I can call in? Worsley? No. Languedoc. Westphalen? Let's call him Westphalen. Seeing as we can't have Scotland anymore. Let's also raise up the rest of my troops. Send them over here. And I guess we'll march these guys up north. try and deal with that, guys. Take you 3 months to get there. Not good. We now control East Ceuta. Let's head to the capital. Might be enough on its own. I wouldn't bet on it. Oh, I missed. Whoops. God, you got up there quick. Oh, that's my Scottish allies putting out to sea to go and deal with the Scotland War. Makes sense. We are just about going to be in time to relieve the siege. I really wish you would stop doing that, that's super duper annoying. Right, we've broken the siege. We've caught the enemies in battle. Oh my god, my councillor was slain in battle. Council. Stewards. New stewards. New chancellor. Oh my god, I have a marshal. Potential marshal with 31 martial skill. Jesus. Okay, council's been shook up a little bit, that's fine. Marvellous. Ah, I took his son, excellent. Caddock has a lover. Oh no. Oh, terrible. Siege on husbands, prison taken. Oh, I took 2 sons. Captive. Now there's interesting. Oh, you're not the primary now. I think I still have enough without you, right? I've got 50% from battles won, 60% there, and 44% from there. So I could mess with your children. Oh, we cooks only lasted 5 years. There's not a lot of messing with your children. Can't just straight up execute them. Seems a little harsh, he's only 9. I'm distressed actually by how much I can't. Hang on. Ransom you for it. Now there's something happening. Favor on the actual king. Gain the favour of King Wolfgar. Now let's enforce my demands. Also going to favour hook on you, which is marvellous. Oh my god, I can usurp the Kingdom of England. I have enough England to be King of England. I'm not going to do that because I want to make Mercia Welsh. Oh boy, or Arthurian, no Welsh. Oh boy. Wolfgar. Oh my gosh. I do lots of things to you. 5 more. 2 more. Demand payment, request claim. I can actually keep these guys in prison. Offer guardianship of... So this is your older son. Offer guardianship from, let's say, my Spellmaster with a hook. Still won't accept. Would he accept if it was me? There's a question. I started to wish I'd ransomed you off for the hook instead. I didn't realise I was going to keep these kids, to be honest. Just gonna modify your contract. I'm gonna leave that hook floating until I think I know what to do with it. I don't want to put swaying anymore. I might try swaying you, to be honest. I can get your opinion about. How old are you guys? You're 12. You're 2. I guess you guys can come up here and join this war. I can't believe it's Blum Lothian again. Why do you hate them so much? Okay, battle as it should. Oh, we've got royal court things going on. There's an event. Distrust of friendship. I feel a sharp twinge of jealousy in my chest as I look over to the source of laughter. It's a feeling known to me, yet it's unlike me to feel this way. Well, to be thankful for Geska Sender appears to get along well with Ilueth. Did you lose all of your titles? God damn it, Ilueth. God damn it. I can't even ransom your husband because he's so far away. Oh dear. There's something in how the two interact that worries me. Yet their smiles are of the kind that lifelong friends or devoted lovers share. They unabashedly act as if they are the only ones in the room, blithely leaving me out of their conversations. Just what is their relationship? I shall do something about it. Does it matter? I should encourage their bond. Or they won't opinion my meddling. Appreciate my meddling. Whatever their relationship might be, I'll stay out of it. So we've got the 33% of their relationship deepens. The two might become the best of friends, and more than that. We also have a separate 33% chance that the two might become friends or even lovers. Are those not basically the same thing? Well, the spike of interest in each other peters out to how it was before, that's a shame. I also seem to have a new port artifact. Oh my gosh, I've got an Anglo-Saxon tapestry. I'm just stealing all of the things. What does this give me? Renown. Ooh, powerful vassal councillor tax contribution. Yes, please. So what have I got at the moment? I don't need that. There we go. Yeah, have a stolen tapestry. Just stealing all of the things from England. I'd rather have stolen another Excalibur, to be honest. But you can't have everything. Well, this is marvellous. Look at that! We've eaten a bit of England again. I love it when that happens. We might destroy this army entirely. We did destroy that army entirely. We gained a whole bunch of prestige for it. Provost Henry. The Burg of Glishels. Sure. I'm not going to answer either of those, at least not for now. We'll see what we can do about catching this up. There we go. Oh, you just about survived that. Barely. I could sit here and siege this. It wouldn't take that long, really. My second siege dedicated army coming from the south will take the capital of Lothian. Might be enough on its own. Depending on how war score gets calculated between like the person who I'm actually at war with versus all of the other vassals. Sway, the good king. While hosting lords and ladies from the realms near and far, some opportunities to portray King Wolfgar of England in a good light have presented themselves. No, I'm not going to go that far. Dear God, go outside. It's late, so I'm tucking into a gripping treatise on classical grammar. Just as I start giggling at some delightfully snide marginalia left by the previous reader, my wife enters the room. Spineless man, you neglect everything but your studies, reading indoors alone from dusk to dawn. Get your head out of those dusty scrolls and don't come to my bed tonight. Blimey. Seems a bit mean. So I could say perhaps we could read excerpts together, which she doesn't like, but she does read the excerpts. Or I can make her really not like me. Gain +1 learning and 100 learning lifestyle experience. Okay, fine. As you wish. Oh, there's going to be a battle here. Oh, you go, ally. You go kick their rear ends. Oh my god. Elfswith, Girth, daughter of England. I have no idea who you are, but good on you. Killing dem Saxons. How many years? You don't have any claims. You need claims, man. Get some. You're allied to Brynach. That's nice enough. Oh, I've taken the bad guy hostage. Well, that was easy. I also took his sister and friend hostage. Excellent. Marley's regalia. I don't think I have any other regalia, do I? Okay, we'll repay you. Fabulous. Right. Another war won, our allies protected. I think it's time to start reinvesting in our domain again. Let's upgrade this fort. What are we currently expecting to keep? Oh, you're over 10, so I can ask you to take the vows now. No, I don't have enough piety. I want to go on a pilgrimage. Exoticize a grand hall. My court is filled with room after room after room, and after even some of our more impressive halls go unused through much of the year. With this much architecture to style and decorate, surely we can afford to splash out on something mould in a radically different style. I have absolutely no idea what this does. All it requires is any empire with a royal court is in diplomatic range, or any kingdom with a royal court is in Fetch the masons. Grandiose decor. Several likely redecorating candidates present themselves. Those nearest and most noteworthy to me are King Henry of France, King Wolfgar of England, definitely not, and King Bertrand of Burgundy. Selecting a style that's considered more renowned than my own court would be personally humbling, but lend me some of the foreign realm's air of grandeur. Conversely, emulating a lesser realm would show magnanimity and build my legend abroad at the cost of some reputation at home. So I could say, France's people could use my charity. Oh, so these gain me loads of stress from being an architect and from being arrogant. I see. And they cost a lot of court grandeur. No, I'm going to... They all seem quite alarmingly foreign. Let's just go on the pilgrimage. Maybe I'll just visit some other courts instead. Exceptionally long. All the way to Jerusalem. Let's go all the way to Jerusalem. Let's see where my daughter used to rule. And rub her nose in. Oh my god, though. This area is a total mess of, like, tiny one-county realms. Pretty much. And is honestly would be ripe for the taking. Although I noticed that the largest Christian power in the area is consumed by war. It's time to depart. I'm assuming that no one from Catholic Christendom is going to be close enough to want to take a bite out of it. Which is a shame. But, I mean, it's such a disaster going over here that I don't blame them. Just every time, it's a total menace. Pilgrimage sickness. It seems I've not taken well to all this travel. Oh, perhaps it is these strange lands filled with unfamiliar air. Or perhaps my furs are not warm enough. Is Jerusalem particularly cold? I suppose it is February and I'm going across Europe. Either way, my cough has been persistent for weeks. I don't think I've been travelling for weeks, have I? This one I could barely muster the strength to get out of bed. No, this is no time to give up, dang it. Gotta go to the Holy Land, because I know that Arthur's going to be looking for some, like, cup or something while he's there. Alright, we'll give it a go. Health is poor. Pilgrimage. Cocky lordling. Jerusalem attacks pilgrims from all over the Catholic world, so it's not inconceivable that they'd run into Amalric, the son and heir of Duke Adalbert of Provence, on their journey. You're the one I care about, right? You're the one I care about. You're also the one I care about, although you do have a jawline that could chisel stones. What is inconceivable is the instant way he's treated me, cutting off my entourage on his course and calling me a knave, to my face no less. It's times like this I'm reminded Jesus commanded us to turn the other cheek. Oh my god. So I can gain a huge amount of stress in order to gain athletic. which is the stress loss trait. I can spend piety, which is not what we're here for, and beat him, or I can just take the stress gain. We'll take the stress gain. Oof. We're here to be pilgrims, we're here to be pilgrims, we're here to be pilgrims. We're here to be pilgrims. We're here to be pilgrims. A liar's pay. I was shocked when I caught Seal trying to steal from the travel chest as visiting their deal. Are you visiting me? On my way to Jerusalem, their deal. He blamed a game another child invented. I could tell he was lying. He could become deceitful. Or you could be honest. We'll give deceitful a go. See if that encourages you to, like, scheme for claims and such things. I have a disappointingly small number of secrets on the people who are actually useful. Like, most of the secrets I know is witch secrets. Although, Duchess of East Anglia... I have just claimed East Anglia, but I could then take it and give it to somebody else. Which seems really rude. Oh, it costs a lot of stress to do that, blimey. I've just spent most of my money on a pilgrimage. The arrival. I'm finally here, body and soul, at the Great Church of Jerusalem. I've walked the holy path. I also gained determined pilgrimage, which gives me bonus piety for having a night. Excellent. That's a huge boost to my pilgrim piety gain. Yeah, no thanks. Right, let's find youngest son. Please take the bells. Declined. Oh, I can ask my head of faith of gold as well, which is nice. Right. Marvellous. So you've taken the vows. Excellent news. Right, so succession is looking better. We are once again not getting Diffed or Morganug. The obvious titles that we probably should be getting. Maybe we should create the Duchy of Mercia, although we've got a lot of counties in Mercia that we're currently keeping. Moonlight for Derby, Cardiff and Penthrow. What are my worst county? Warwick. 2.22. Leicester's not great. Gives me okay levies. Northampton gives me great levies. Derby we can afford to lose. Staffordshire we can definitely afford to lose. What are you currently getting? Derby Morgan and Diffeth. Okay, this is one of those times where we save the game and try and muddle through succession. See if we can make the succession better by granting away counties. Well, actually, maybe we don't grant away the counties just yet. We've made succession much better by making our children into monks. That's marvellous news. You're still going to get something. There's no way we're forever going to stop that, really. We're mostly waiting for this guy to come of age. And then maybe try and convince the King of England to give us a child as a ward and see if we can finagle anything out of that. Although, actually, while we're here, blackmail. If I just expose your secret, okay, we are going to do the same and try and find out what it does thing. Because I don't know how to figure out if why is it? What's a major secret? So if I expose your secret, can I then imprison you? Oh, I can expose your witch secret. I just can't blackmail you. Right, that's interesting. If I expose that. Right, that is a crime. For which I could revoke your title. Okay, so actually all those finding secrets was worthwhile. So let's take that Duchy of East Anglia title. Pilgrimage. The return. My journey's been a long one, but I finally come home again. It is good to be home. Okay, I feel less bad for doing this because this is like an actual crime in air quotes that my society says is okay. So this is what? It just said that was an act of tyranny. I don't think it was an act of tyranny. None of my vassals look like they have a tyranny penalty. No, okay. I don't know what that's about then. How will this affect succession, actually? If I just keep hold of this briefly... Oh, okay. I can just keep hold of this and then I keep more titles on succession. Sorry, Somerset. You're not getting to be a powerful vassal today, apparently. Do I have any other secrets on vassals? Which? I don't want to do the which ones. That is a sodomite. I don't think this is an imprisonable offence. That's okay. Marvellous, okay. So let's save the game. Having accidentally fixed succession when we were just trying to make Somerset a more powerful vassal. Excellent news. Now, how's Scotland doing? Scotland's doing pretty okay. I'm impressed that despite being sterile, you've managed to pump out quite a lot of children. I do sort of wonder if maybe they're not necessarily all of yours. Oh, my counsellor died of his wounds. Please tell me that wasn't my marshal. It wasn't my marshal. Do I have a good steward? You're a fairly good steward. Botos Basiliakos. I have no idea who you are or why you're here. But you can be my religion plus. And let's get you a good wife. Then what? This Drummondcourt is a genius. An excellent person to have in my court. I'm not very far away from Grandeur level 9 base now. Jesus. I've got money coming in. I could give it a go. Prestige up or stress loss from food stuff. That cost me about 0.4. But would push me up to level 9 base. Isn't that bad, honestly. Okay, we'll give it a go. Well, who else in our courts do we have who could do with getting married? Oops. Get out of the way, ill. Right. Your niece. Married. 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 My son. My spy master is married. Giller is currently unmarried. You had a spouse. He died last year. Let's get this guy in. Oh, there's the bold giant. You're 23. You're only 19. Let's get Eon card in. Elizabeth. I'm a Basiliacos, my courtier. You're only 16, blimey. Unfreed. You're strong. I'm joining my court, Humfried. Yeah, this is why it was good to set up all my courtiers with spouses, so that I have people to bring in new knights, etc. Like, yeah. Poet. And, oh, I don't know who this guy is, but you can bring someone in. Sample skills. You're only 19. Bring in Agnes. Sior is married, Colfin, and then my daughter here. Okay, so this is pretty good. And I'm no longer ill, which is excellent news. Excellent. Oh, and we have another son of my son, which will, I'm sure, be a problem for succession down the line, but that's fine for now. Herewalt. May you grow strong and wise, Herewalt. Stronger and wiser than England, anyway. Sian has uncovered a secret held by my vassal Mayor Revel. He has a disputed heritage secret. It's okay. What I really want is to eat Cornwall. Judith, come to my court in Worcester to visit my peers. Okay, that seems chill. Just don't drown her. Oh, Burgundy's rebelling. Not tyranny war, that's fine. Denmark's lost a few bits. We're now court grandeur level 9. Which is marvellous. That also makes it more likely for the king to accept us if we want to teach a child. You're still trying to answer the children. We'll decline for now. Evening reflections. I sip at my mug of invigorating herbal infusions, eyes scanning over my latest scrawled work. Slacking gently this autumn. Some men simply make others queasy, their appearance so poor that jokes come easy. But what cruel fates destiny doles out, when the world allows such stupidity to spout? Truly, I am one of the greatest artistic minds of my age. Oh my god. So I can gain the trait poet, and I lose stress because I'm arrogant, so I just assume that my terrible poetry is somehow good. Okay. Writing is fun, but I don't know about rhyming. So this is a stress loss trait, which is pretty good. Or I could just lose a tiny bit of stress. No, dang it, I will be a poet. And I will like it. And everyone else will like my poetry too. Oh no, my friend Duke Meredith just died. You got a new Duke of Gwynedd. I can send you a poem. Oh no! Oh, yeah, I remember being spammed by all of these. I could send you a poem about mourning, which will probably make you dislike me. Because I'm that bad at poetry. Oh dear. Oh dear, he was my chancellor. Well, not looking good for chancellors at the moment in terms of powerful vassals, but you're fine. Who's this guy who really doesn't like me? My nephew. Really hates me. Because you want all of my titles. Not because you have claims on all of my titles. It is. Who cares? Unless you join a faction. Oh, there is a faction. There actually has possibly been a faction for quite a while. I just never knew it. It's these two losers who don't like me. Oh, I've lost county control in Suffolk. Somehow. Increase control in county in Suffolk. Yeah. Oh, excuse me for a sec. King Llewellyn may have lost the ill trait, but I've apparently got a little tickle in my throat. That's okay. Marvellous. Let's... Okay, now we've got this fairly secure, let's go back to investing. If I can hold court again, let's do that. I always love hearing some petitioners. Send them in! My lord, I regret to inform you that I'm at the end of my tether. My vassal Earl Ednefed is clearly exasperated. The people over which I should rule are an uncontrollable mob of unruly barbarians. Are you upset about your lands being Welsh again? No, now you're upset about your lands being Cornish. Right, we're not promoting culture. We respect the traditions of all of our subjects that are Brittonic. And then, Marshal Earl. Okay, so you're upset that I'm trying to increase control in Suffolk. Which makes my Marshal dislike me a little bit, but gets me plus control in the county, which is excellent news. Or we could go for excessive bloodshed. Oh dear. Or I can pay them money. Okay, curious idea, let's try it. We'll listen to the peasant this time. Bearing in mind what happened last time. Yeah, definitely don't watch the VOD. You won't see anything, there's no evidence there. The woman who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. My lords, I represent the local community of Carmarthen. In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with disbits of bodies. Not again. At first we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work, then your own court physician, Colfin, was caught red-handed hauling the dead away for his experiments. He's a marvellous physician. I will not hear anything said against him. He also really, really likes me. I'll just have a quiet word with him, I suppose. My business here is done. Marvellous. I'm not feeling the immediate need to decrease cotton stress. I think we're okay. We've got a little war going on down here. Lanark. You're at war against the tyranny of Duke Great. Duke Great of Palace? Oh, okay, I see. Espionage, murder. While performing her duties as my spellmaster, Shannon uncovered a secret held by my Chancellor Prince Edred. Schemed my Chancellor Prince. You're a Prince of England. Wow. Okay. And you are a Saxon. Not only cruel, but heartless and not only cruel and heartless, but dishonorable as well. Okay. So this could definitely be something that we revoke. I feel like. Let's jot down a save in case it turns out for some reason that this strong hook isn't a revocable offense. Expose your murder secret. Oh, that'll cause you to lose stress because you are just. And no, this for some reason isn't an imprisonable offense, even though you're a literal murderer. I don't understand. Okay. Why is murder not something I can throw you in prison for? But having a lover is. Where are your priorities, guys? For goodness sake. Okay. Right. Why? Why is that the case? I can also request excommunication. And the Pope will accept. It costs a lot of piety to do so, though. Although it kind of sort of might be worth it in a way. We'll think about it. If we end up with lots of spare piety, because I want to try and encourage second grandson to take the vows, if possible. So that we don't have a succession problem down the line. Because I'm sure it will be easier now than it would be if, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Nope, don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Sure, it would be easier now than if than once succession happens and he's second in line. Speaking of succession, we're nearly at our next lifestyle perk. I'm sort of wondering if we want to go down this tree, or if we want to stay looking for buy claimed. Buy unpressed claims in exchange for piety. Piety costs a lot of money. Sorry, piety costs a lot of resource. A king or emperor may not buy claims on kingdom type. Okay, so that's not actually that worthwhile. We'll go for anatomical studies then. Go towards know thyself. I'm not expecting us to be particularly close to death yet, we may well have another sort of 10 plus years in us. Valued warlike courtier. Oh, I didn't realise this had levels, but I probably should have from the fact that there were stars under it. Duke Geraint has a lover secret. Tisk tisk. Right, this is a weak hook secret. That's okay. Powis, how are you losing this? Like, really? So what's the... I'm just going to sort of think, what is the plan here? In an ideal world, I'd love to put Somerset here, or Somerset's son, on the throne of England. That isn't super likely to happen. But I also want to make sure that I establish the Kingdom of Cornwall, if possible. That's going to be tricky. Lots of tricky decisions going on. Cardiff. Cardiff, you shall be better. We'll make you better, Cardiff. Espionage, sodomy. My Chancellor, Prince Edred, has been enjoying the company of other men. Gosh darn it, Edred. I know I made everyone bisexual in this world, but still. This guy wants another daughter to come visit, so that's fine. Got some watch posts in Penfrew. Oh dear, and we've got war. It's about to happen, that's fine. Let's just upgrade you, and then call to war. Oh my god, you're doing a holy war! Westphalen is holy warring against Pomerania. You want me to join? I mean, sure, I guess. It's a way to generate piety, I suppose. It's a bit far. It's not that far, but it's a bit far. I'm wondering if it's quicker to muster up here, or actually if it'll be quicker to muster up here and go around by sea. Don't know. What's the war goal? It's that one down there. We'll muster up on the coast here, seems we've just taken it. You've got 4,000 odd troops. We shouldn't need to take like the whole lot. Where are my men at arms? There are my men at arms. Stop gathering. Split off most of you. Well, most of you. That'll do. Right. Yeah, okay, it's definitely quicker to get here around this side. So that's what we'll do. War costs so much money. But you're on county control. Okay, you can stay on county control. Oh, that, wow. Navies cost so much money. Jesus Christ. You're gonna go to battle. Oh, he's bought mercenaries, so you might be a bit stuffed. Oh god. And Burgundy is having a peasant uprising, which you should be able to deal with on your own, honestly, Burgundy. Right, we're gonna get here. We're gonna station some besiegers, and then we're going to. Oh my god, the peasant uprising ended instantly. Go here, station some besiegers. And then everyone else can come down. to help out in this battle. This should be enough to turn the tide, I reckon. Shan has uncovered the secret help of my vassal Ednefed. He's taken Uthir, the suffragan bishop. Don't know what a suffragan bishop is. Of my vassal Ednefed as a lover. Ooh, and we have an inspiration person at court. You have a book inspiration. You want to write about warfare. Let's also find you a good knight to be a spouse. Not one with love box. Let's go for Prendot. Oh, let's go for Volodar. I was looking for level 4. Let's get Volodar in the court. Join the battle. Win the battle. Our knight killed somebody. Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you? About 1,000 people died on our side, but it's fine because they weren't mine. That's basically how this works, right? Oh yeah, I'm not going to sit here and do a siege that we're not ready for. The Age of Knowing, my ward seal. So this is the potential future Merlin. I am not going to invite him to join me as a witch. Yeah, Arthur may be many things, but a witch is not one of them. Right, how are we doing this? 20 days left. It's fine. Now we'll come down here. Help out with the siege. Inspiration, martial topics. I find my beneficiary Wolfgith surrounded by scrolls and manuscripts, furiously flipping through pages. My lord, there are so many areas of warfare that are worthy of attention. Strategy, troop compositions, battle itself, I don't even know where to start. I want the book to be educational or useful to the military, or I want something alluding to the nobler areas of the subject. Or I can ask her to decide freely, and the book will be of a higher quality. What topic does your muse yearn for? Although I'm pretty sure she did just come to me asking, I don't know what to write. But that's okay, I suppose. Oh, yeah, see, now my ally's going to... Oh my god, another inspiration person. Hello. Armor inspiration. She wants to make a shield. You shall make me a shield. Will probably be better than the armor I've got. Oh, apparently I can declare one aquitaine. Oh, my son has claims. My sons, plural, have claims on aquitaine from Nam. Right, we've nearly sieged down the target territory, which is marvellous. As soon as we've done that, my beneficiary is an unbeliever. That's okay. All she has to believe in is writing good books. Judith comes of age. She's a thrifty clerk, which is a poor stewardship education, but that's okay, I suppose, really. Get you matrilineally married to anyone. Get you matrilineally married to the second son of Scotland. What's my current alliance? To my granddaughter and him. Okay. But apparently you're not really... You're a child of a concubine? You have concubines up in Ireland. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll send that proposal. Second in line for the Scottish throne isn't... Oh, I say second in line. Second in line by Normans is not a bad shout for... where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah, it's not a bad shout for... matrimonial marriage, and it may give the alliance a little more longevity. My alchemist, Wolfgirth. Alchemist? Aren't you writing a book? Brings the man before me, all smiles and praise. This is Edelfred, a respected scholar in my circles. He's also a bit dirty, but that's okay. He has a terrible beard, which is not okay. The man bows and manages to look both pleased and bashful all at once. Please, no need for that. I'm here to lend you my services, my lord, if it pleases you. So I can pay him money to make the book better. I can pay him money to give me lifestyle experience, or I can say no, clear off. We'll pay money to make the book better. And he has disappeared without a trace again. Okay. There seems to be a lot of that about at the moment. People disappearing without a trace. I feel like I should be worried. Inspiration, a motto for the ages. I can hear my beneficiary Hildegard, you're the shield one. Muttering to yourself across the hall. I need something great, something epic to make my creation stand out from the uninspired masses. But what? Just what? When her spirited eyes meet mine, she breaks into a huge smile and waves to me. My lord, what an amazing idea, just perfect. What do you think of adding your family's motto to your commission? What is my family's motto? Oh god, you can take our lives, but you can never take our childhood. I forgot. Oh dear. Sure, that sounds lovely. Or, it is foolish and unnecessary. That sounds lovely, Hildegard. What a marvelous idea. Oh dear. Someone's trying to kill Hilda. Court politics. Not the marvelous thing. Right, we're gonna go down here and beat this army up. Fickle Philip. I bumped into a very grave-looking Hildegard, my armourer, hoping that she doesn't bring ill news of the splendid shield she should soon have ready for me. Well, there you are, my liege. I've hit a wall in my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts. Just need some inspiration. Mighty King, let you have some prior examples after this time. So I could go to the armory, which gives me stress for some reason. May improve it. Or we lose progress and she loses opinion of me. Or I can give her a tonic. I can give her a witchiness thing, which also for some reason causes me stress because I'm arrogant. I have just the tonic. Amuse sleeps, that's a shame. I'm apparently not a very good witch. Should have left the siege equipment down there, shouldn't I? Never mind. Inspiration, the king's treasure. My devotion is used as an example by all, from mighty king to lowly beggar. Is it? I'm not that good. And with that come the disciples. Today, Stinian is ushered in. I feel like I've met someone called Stinian before. Introduced as representing a small Ipswich Catholic church in Suffolk. Most Holy King, my friends and I hear of wondrous book being made for you, and wish to donate to your writer. It would deeply honour your majesty. We've saved for months. I can say it's I who am honoured, which is bad for me because I'm arrogant. I can say refuse it, keep it friend, which makes them dislike me but gives them development growth and gains me stress. Or I can say is that all, which costs me prestige and loses me popular opinion. Oh, that's kind of a bit rude, really. But I don't want the stress. So I'm going to say is that all. I'd rather pay the prestige to keep the stress down than pay money for a stress reduction feast or hunt later. Although we are definitely creeping towards when that's going to be necessary. You're always there for me, and I hope you know that I'm grateful. My ward seal approaches me in the rare display of appreciation. I'm going to get a hook on him. Oh, you... Yeah, so the retreating army is faster than my army, so runs away fast and then immediately fights a battle with my existing army. Because logic. Shannon's uncovered the secret held by Vassal Duke Geraint. He is a Salt Knight. God's sake. And now they're going to beat them up. They might win before I can get there. Useless. I don't care so much about that. We have finished the increased control and county task, which I do care about. So now making our army cheaper. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake! Ah. Also, someone got imprisoned there. Useless. Utterly useless. I really genuinely hate that mechanic of how they do it. Like, it would not be nearly so bad if they were, say, forced to retreat to a square that didn't have an enemy army in it. But how can you retreat straight into a battle? That's not a retreat, that's an attack. Inspiration, new forge. Oh, she wants more money. Again, new forge, which makes my army cheaper. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. God, these are expensive inspirations we're having now, apparently. Blimey. Oh, I can't even, like, queue up something. Oh, that was my good commander who got arrested. He won't let me ransom him. Oh, for God's sake. Utterly useless. And look at my allies just standing there, not helping, doing nothing. Completely pointless having you. My second son has had a daughter. That's nice. Sign yes. We'll say yes. And now I'm starving. Marvelous. Inspiration, highest quality. My lord, look at that metal. I've never seen such fine quality before. She breaks away from a market possession to accost the merchant selling the peddler's item, ecstatic over her find. What are you making me? Okay, you're making me a shield. You want the book person, right? Try and get a fair price. I definitely want to not spend 255 gold. Do tyranny. We'll do the diplomacy challenge. Yes! I did not spend ridiculously large quantities of gold. Right, okay, let's go beat up this army. We will get revenge. Oh, you can come join us. We have also won. Sadly, we didn't kill him. Or capture him, rather. But we have one. My ward seal has come of age. It's time he left my care. Oh my god, he's got an amazing. He's Midas touched. He's got a fantastic stewardship education, and only a mediocre stewardship trait. Because go figure. That's good news because now we can try and. Who's your heir? Your heir is still this guy. For some reason. So who's voting for? You're voting for Prince Wolfiof Wolfgarson. And two other people are voting for this guy. But this guy isn't voting for himself. He's voting for someone completely different. Right. So you're voting for this son, not your elder son, which is interesting in and of itself. Okay, we're going to offer you guardianship. Me. Right. Thank you. Use a hook. Convert culture. No, we're not even close. Mostly because of the converting culture. That's a shame. Can I force a marriage to a daughter or granddaughter of mine? I don't seem to have any free daughters, that's weird. Oh, I guess you were the last one, were you? Okay, that's fine. You don't have any daughters either. Super annoying. Yeah, you're gonna inherit something. You have a daughter. Oh my god, you actually accept that matrilineally anyway. Plus 35 because he's impressed by my royal court. Okay. I didn't want to do that, that's fine. Hang on. England, come here. Oh, you're already betrothed. Dear oh dear. That's okay. We're gonna get someone in my court. I'm thinking I might just keep. No, I can't force you to break that. This is annoying. I could murder her, but she's like 14. I'm like, dude, it's a bit much. Okay. I'm annoyed that this doesn't seem to be a particularly good way of getting a strong hook on you. But I suppose, so the thing is, if I should have released you, I should have released this one, because then I could have recruited you later and forced you to matrilineally marry, but hey ho. The things you learn. Right, so I'm going to have a grandson of the king who will have a claim on the King of England for later, just in case. Inspiration. A vassal to remember. Earl Garman and Duke Arthur are among the most powerful vassals of my realm. Are they? Apparently. Even though they're little. I never know how to keep them happy, so they don't go around stirring up trouble. Perhaps flattery is the way to go. Anyone would be pleased to have something made in their name, wouldn't they? They have just the right thing in the making. I should let my beneficiary Wolfgarth know that I am dedicating her masterpiece to my trustworthy vassals and advisors. So that'll give them both plus 50 opinion of me. Or keep it for myself for prestige, or dedication to overrating for piety. No, to Garmin and Arthur. I've also just realised that you have an education direction to go in. Martial or intrigue, neither of which I'm particularly great at. I want you to go intrigue focus. And I want to move you as my guardian. And then I want to find a character. All characters in the world who are inside diplomatic range, sort them by intrigue lifestyle. Oh, that's a real shame that you have 2 wards, because you'd be amazing at it. Also, why aren't you my spy master? Jesus Christ. You should definitely be my spy master. I don't think I can offer you a reward. Absolutely not, that's such a shame. You're a bit old. You're very old. Oh my god, that's such a shame. That's absolutely criminal. Can I educate this kid? We'll swap guardians. Hang on. Inspiration, disruptions. By Godwoman, leave me alone. The peaceful atmosphere is shattered by Hildegard yelling as she storms into the courtyard. Ingeborg, my artificer, follows, but stops when she sees me. My liege, please talk some sense to Hildegard. I'm trying to help her since I've some experience that may improve her work. Right, so diplomacy challenge, 41% slightly higher quality. Or learning challenge, which has a chance of getting a lower quality, which we don't want. I'm going to take the diplomacy challenge. She listens, might be of slightly higher quality. We discovered arched saddles, which is nice. I can ask El Pope for this for gold. I'm not going to do that just yet. Right, okay. Awful ward. Go up. Go up. You are the most intriguing person in the whole world. I trust you with my son. Now, second grandson I can't disinherit just yet. What was it I wanted to spend like 500 piety on? Can anyone remember? Can anyone remember at all? Oh, I was considering getting this guy excommunicated. Starting with 333, which is pretty good. Oh, you are my chancellor at the moment, though. Oh. Okay, well, we'll leave it for now. No, we'll ask the Pokemon. I don't think excommunicating is going to be that important on the scope of things. I bet excommunicating is a crime I can imprison him for, unlike murder. You know, just old murder. That's how it is. Inspiration realized. She has my shield. She rips Havoc covering away, and my eyes grow wide. Then she also shows me the shield. A wooden shield with masterful craftsmanship, constructed from sturdy maple planks, bound together with a rim of wrought iron. The edge is inlaid with boar tusk and painted with images of a zoomorphic motif. It's a magnificent shield. It's a wall ornament. Oh, okay. I was expecting it to be something that I hold. Gives me prestige, renown, and court grandeur. Magnifico. Let's go put it up. Yes, I shall hang it. No, the asymmetry will destroy me. I shall hang it here for now. Right, that increases my base court grandeur. Marvellous. And then you'll be finished fairly soon as well with your book. Ah! Duke Signar, the one who doesn't like me, has arrived to pay homage. Apparently I am satisfied by him. That's nice. Inspiration. Disruptions. Oh no! Oh no! Having finished your shield, you're now immediately going to go and bother the other person. We'll give it a go. She refuses to listen, that's a shame. But I probably could now appoint you to be an artificer. Good mind. You apparently have a poor aptitude, though. Maybe I'll wait for Wolfgirth. I'll wait for Wolfgirth. I thought I had you matrimonially married. No, it's the other one I had matrimonially married, that's okay. Can I arrange a marriage to a different granddaughter? Matrimonially, will not accept. Yeah. Sort of makes sense. Earl Bledin is also a son, right? That's okay. I've got a lot of grandchildren on this side, don't I? Maybe they should kind of get married, although you're not actually at my court. I should definitely get into my court. Inspiration realized. My book, my masterpiece is finished. An opulent tome that shows a modest understanding of warfare. Oh, well, that's not great. The cover is wood that has been painted to display a repeating image of mythological beasts. It's a famed book. That's okay, I suppose. I'm impressed, apparently. Let's go put that up. Book. Arthurian Art of Strategy. Oh, I forgot I can actually rename these. So I could, for example, take Christine's chest. Oh, okay, no. How do I... artifact details, there we go. I could, for example, name it... There we go. Whoever the hell Christine is chest. Because Christine was just kind of some nobody who happened to show up and build me a chest. Right, okay, all of my grandchildren have now arrived at court. They probably all want to be married. Stinian. Alueth Merlin. Well, you can't really get me any good alliances, can you? Okay. I mean, are you a vassal or you're a vassal of a vassal? You're a vassal of a vassal, so you're not useful to me. These are all city level. Yeah, no, okay. If we just bring in someone who's talented then, or someone with good claims. Plenty of a Maya. Can they filter by claims? Claims. Any claim. Okay. You are 17 years old. Let's find you someone with a good claim. Old enough. That's up in Scotland somewhere. No, that's up in Norway that was taken by Scotland, right? Yes, that's up there. Don't know where any of those are. Maya is down here in Spain. Oh, I should actually look at all of these people's claims. I don't know where any of these places are. That might be close. It's not. You have Cantabria, which I'm assuming is, yeah, it's also Spain. Okay. You have the exact same set of claims. You're also both quite old. You're old. You're not. Agnes de Barcelona. More places in Spain. Ah, you have English claims. East Anglia, Dorset, Suffolk, Cambridgeshire, Norfolk, Somerset, East Yorkshire. I've got Dorset, don't I? Don't have Dorset, you know. You are quite old though, and wheezing. Estrid, yeah, is a bit unwell, but has claims on lots of bits of Scotland. Might be worthwhile. There's 64 people with claims by me. Oh, sorry. You're a little old. You're also a dwarf, if that matters. Yeah, you have massive claims on Bohemia. If I ever wanted to go to war with them, for some mad reason. Oh, you have claims on. You have a claim on the Duchy of Whitcher, but again, you're a little old, which is a massive shame. You're kind of old. Let's set an age filter, plus minus 15 years. Estrid seems good as a choice. Part of the problem though is that she has... Well, apparently as a bastard you may not inherit titles, so that's useful. Estrid Sven's data is potentially useful. There's a more... This is apparently the stream of me looking through lots and lots of things. Oh, you have claims on about the same things. Right? Northern Isles. Well, these are all claimed by Norway at the moment. How strong is Norway? Not strong. At all. And there's pressed claims as well. Let's get some claims on those bits of Norway into our dynasty. You haven't arrived yet. Let's find you a spouse. Same filters. Dorset isn't terrible, although you are hunchback. That's not the worst thing in the world. Is it? Probably not the end of the world. What claims and weird bits on the other side of the world I don't really care about so much. Where's Ennis? It's in Ireland. Worcestershire. It's in my territory. It's mine. Galicia Conqueror has claims on the Duchy of Connacht. Wonderful, you've got a claim on the Holy Roman Empire. That's not. That's fine. Let's get you married to Connacht, Lassie. Only if I can find her again though. Connacht, there we go. Let's also see if we can get you married. Someone with some good claims. You're noticeably old, you're 21. Where is Gilda? Oh, it's miles away. Desmond? Ireland? Oh, pressed claim, okay. Oh my gosh, you're the mother. Excellent, okay. So I do now have some additional wars that I could push if I wanted to. Although what I'm mostly hoping for is that you'll give me a son who's of my dynasty, that claim. Although you are pregnant at the moment. I'm guessing that wasn't from him. Oh dear. Wolfbar guy's not swayed. That's okay, I suppose. Yeah, no, there's no way. Okay, you think we've run out of secrets. I think you know best, as you have a huge amount of spy masterliness. Meanwhile, Earl Blethyn of Nottinghamshire wants me to... There's a gender problem here. Wants me to attack Duchess Beatrice of Flanders. He reports to France. So you want me to attack France for one county. Even with France as messed up as it is, I'm dealing with the matter of England here, and Britain secondarily to that. Oh my god, Aquitaine has eaten Brittany. Although interestingly, you don't have the Kingdom of Brittany title. I don't know how that works. Sway, getting personal. In our recent communication, King Wulfgar expressed a want to focus on his ambitions and interests. I could make sure that our coming letters contain more on a topic close to his heart. He's got a bad martial education. He's temperate, generous, and shy. He has good martial. I'll go for martial. I've gained a stress level. My friend Alfonsinia died. That's fine because I can go and call a hunt. Call a hunt, and that's not going to be enough. That's a problem. In his response, King Wulfgar encouraged my slight dip. Let us speak more. Right, we've also got a throne room situation. A little bird. At first I thought they were merely idiosyncrasies, but it's clear one of the many servants at court has been furtively signalling. I approach him with my guards to quiet words, and he whispers conspiratorially. Great King, my name is Moreth. They overhear much while waiting on your guests. They hardly even notice our presence. I bet you're all going to disappear without a trace as soon as I stop looking at you, aren't you? I look at him doubtfully, wondering whether I really want to hear what he says next. He returns the look, clearly unsure whether he is making a mistake. At last he swallows. My lord, Duke Griffith, your devious vassal, is a practitioner of witchcraft behind the closed doors of your castle. I swear it with God as my witness. I can add him to my court, which costs me stress, or I can give him money to give me plus intrigue, and again it's just because I'm trusting, or I can throw him in prison. Oh god, are you worth anything? You're an okay commander. What's my current court grandeur? I would actually get me up temporarily to level 10, which might be enough, honestly. The rest of the skullkeeping. We're now level 10, so that means I can increase my that means I can increase my thing by my regiment size by 1. Right? Increase you, where are my archers? Increase you. So that I think is worthwhile. I'm very sorry. That seems really cruel. I seem to have a second level of these guys as well. I feel like I probably should have some sort of cavalry as well. There we go. Mental break. Dark thoughts. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All my sins, my flaws, my failings, it's dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? I can confess, which is bad, because everyone will know I'm a witch. I can become a flagellant, which isn't that great for stress relief and makes me wounded. Or I can be strong. Let's try and be strong for now, because we've got our hunt coming and then we can have a feast. Oh, the king has passed away. Who is the new king of England? Uhtred Senferson. Oh, I guess that my hook didn't work out then. I can declare war on you if I want to. Prince Edred. Oh my god, Prince Edred actually has a claim on the whole thing, of course, doesn't he? Duchy of Witcher. Duchy of 6. You have a lot of claims, sir. Or Lady Ephredel has a claim on this one Eldon. Okay, that might be worthwhile having. I'm glad I didn't excommunicate you, Cambridge. However, I'm worried that if I give you access to a duchy, you will then go ahead and just take over England of your own volition, which we don't want. I don't know if that convert culture is likely to work. We'll give it a go. So England has succeeded again. What did you die of? You died from your wounds at age 60. That's fair enough. You're quite young, so we'll be dealing with you for a while. You have no children, apparently. What we might do is push his claim and then excommunicate him. That would be quite funny. You do have allies. They are... You have a vassal and then this guy who's a mercenary. Okay. I want the Duchy of Witcher, first and foremost. I can call my allies. I might as well. Bring in Alba again. We'll call you two. We'll raise the army here. We'll raise the army here. I hope we can get enough guys on the ground before England is raised. How many troops do you have? 4,000 of your own, that's fine. We'll take the more belligerent half down to your capital. Send the siege half. Hang on. And the siege half off to your goal. Hunt, errant heir. My son. Oh god. My son Gwyn went on ahead of the. Why? Gwyn, why? Went on ahead of the group chasing a hart. I followed close behind him. I found him standing above a commoner, tugging an arrow out of the poor woman's chest. As soon as he sees me, he hides the arrow behind his back. It was the Heartfather, I swear. Soon the rest of the party would catch up and demand an explanation. So I could kill him, which I don't really want to do. I could expose his secret, which I also don't want to do. I have a 50% chance of covering it up, or I have a 70% chance of convincing people of the lie. Everyone believes me. Marvellous. Okay, our army's going to catch England's army just after it's finished. Oh, even slightly before it's finished. Raising, that's nice. You return home reinvigorated. Marvellous. And let's immediately call a feast. And oh boy, that's not enough stress loss. Welcome, friends. I should have called these ages ago. Someone's plotting to kill Sior. That's not good. How long did this siege take? 9 months. Might be worth bringing it on for now. A challenge. The hall echoes with the laughter of my rival and vassal, Duke Meredith. Oh, this guy. Oh, he's now Duke of Powys, is he? Great. With his taunts and insults. When he calls me a vile boar, I draw my blade. I'm just gonna straight up stab that guy. I come back to my senses. He leans down over me, boot on my... Jesus Christ. Wow, so I straight up lost the duel to him, despite having more than double his prowess. Ugh. Well, try and give him as good as I get, I failed. Oh dear. Well, that went really badly. I can ransom her this is. Ah, luckily, I lost the trait wounded. I bet it's better than him. Oh, he's called up some mercenaries I can see. Excellent, rules not. Feast in my house. I did everything I could, ensuring that Countess Beotfled and Princess Senena would be as far from each other as possible, but it was not enough and they'd come to blows. I can pick one to side with, basically. So my vassal or my daughter. Cool off, daughter. She likes me enough already, but I don't need to worry about leaving. 19 days on the siege. And oh my god, my council of Rigon... Somerset! Wonderful Somerset has died of typhus. Almost exactly as his son becomes of age. Blimey. So I can modify your feudal contract again. Until next time. Okay. The Age of Knowing. My ward Meredith. Oh, that's this guy. Wait, no, who are you? Why are you my ward? I can't remember. I'm sure there was a good reason. We'll make you a witch anyway. Oh, that was my good marshal! Oh no! Oh, Ednifed, you shall be my new marshal. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, the sieging army's nearly finished the siege. We can station some besiegers. Oh, you're the commander of that army as well. Bring you up here. This to join in this battle. There's going to be a bigger battle here, it's fine, we're going to smush him. We'll start out by winning a little bit and then bang. We can ransom someone. Duke Wolfgar. East Seaxer. Sure, got a new learning perk. celibate as well for now. Right, big old battle, we are big old winning. Oh, there's no point standing right out here. That's for breathing, sure. Oh my god, you better not be blooming retreating to where I'm going. I'll be very cross if you do. No, it's okay, he's retreating over down to Cornwall, I assume. Oh dear, who's this? Cambridge has evidence of me being a witch. He gains a strong hook on me. Heck no. I'd rather be known as a witch. You're so getting excommunicated. The beneficiary Ingeborg is plotting against my courtier Ilva. Oh, I was gonna see if he wanted to be a brash fiend. I hate you. Oh, I hate you so much, Edred. Bloody Saxons. It's always them. It's always them. What artificer? Steve average. There we go. Up. And then so whoever this person is. The prisoners I've been in prison. Whoever this lassie is. Sure, we'll give it a go. If she leaves, it doesn't really matter. My secret exposed. My Chancellor Prince Edred has denounced my practices ungodly and unforgivable. People now label me a witch and an enemy of God. God damn it. I mean, it's not super duper surprising, but still, damn it. Right, let's roll time forwards. Right. Edred has been excommunicated. Marvellous. She's fled. Court event available. A courtier scorned. Why would you honour that witch Wolfgang to the position of the court and not me? Sio, you can't even be a court artificer. You've never been inspired in your life. Okay? I could make him my jester. Let's go for high armor, shall we? Oh, I need stress loss at the moment, don't I? Like big time. Right, I've now taken his capital, which is excellent news. My allies are working on sieging down the war goal, which is also excellent news. Let's come here, take this, and we'll move you guys to here and here. In expectation that he's gonna... Oh, I don't know where he's gonna go. Child of my dynasty. My daughter-in-law, Elizabeth. So this is second son. He's had a child. Had a son. You shall be much, because we are at war. Oh, I've now got those prisoners who were claimants. Let's go England. Give me the England claimants. I'm the ones who are in the dungeons. Do I not have the really young one in my dungeon? How did you get out of my dungeon? I don't remember letting you out. No, I did, because I didn't realise who you were, because you sneakily gained a duchy title that I wasn't expecting you to gain. Oh, that's fierce. Oh, you sneaky swine. Hello, what's this? Right, let's go eat him. Oh, he's going for my capital now, is he? Can I... Thank you. Right, you're gonna go for my capital, I'll go for you. Oh, I bet this is gonna cause my allies to abandon their siege, isn't it? Yep. What if I don't go for that? I just do this. Scion comes of age. He's an astute intellectual, which is nice. Yeah, they've all abandoned their sieges. How utterly useless. Honestly, guys. What's the point of you? Duke Charles of Flanders. This guy over here has decided to join the war. That's okay, it shouldn't last too long anyway. Okay, I can't avoid this then. Oh, someone's trying to kill Matthew. Do we have to stop them? Right, on that siege, let's come up here. Hope my ally doesn't abandon their siege. Oh no. What's wrong with you guys? Like, seriously. Could you not have held out for like 5 days? You're never gonna get to this battle in time anyway. Oh, utterly useless. What a shambles. What a shambles. You might be coming down here. Yeah, you're gonna try and get the cats back, aren't you? It's okay. We'll see about that. I mean, you might be too late anyway, depending on how much this territory's worth. That's not quite worth enough. Oh, we've got to jump in on this one. I'm gonna get you. Look, you've walked into a wall of my allies. Right, let's nobble them. This will win us the war. There we go, and the first hour demands. Marvellous. Right, I've gained a favour hook on this guy, which is quite wonderful. Can I imprison you without using the hook? I can, that's excellent. Let's then modify your feudal contract using the hook. Let's back up to normal speed. Your obligations have already been changed. Okay, well then, I guess we'll just straight up imprison you for being excommunicated. Demand payment from Captain Pedder. Sure, thanks. I have no idea who you are, but I'm glad you're in my house and you can give me money. Right, there we go. Good, you're in prison. Let's revoke this off of you. That, thank you very much. Oh, I'm losing stress as well for doing all these things. I'm above my domain limit. That's okay though. North Somerset currently, which is the very part of Wessex, but that's okay. You will now be given. Let's see what this is. Yes, for succession. Yeah, at the moment you're getting East Anglia and Witcher. But actually, I'm going to. Excuse me one second, I've got a visit. Oh, and they're back. Visitor is gone. Yes, we're going to give Somerset. It looks very promising. We're going to give you Witcher. And we'll give you Oxfordshire to go with it. As we've just recently claimed that. Marvellous. Should set succession back to how it was. Yep. So you're getting nothing of note. I'm quite sad that you don't have a better stewardship, to be honest. But okay. We need a new Chancellor. This guy is pretty good. Duke Meredith is my rival. Really upset by me. There are actually 3 people in this Liberty faction, even though you're in prison. Well, shall we torture you? Yeah. Seeing as you nut-murked my piety level anyway, I don't feel too bad spending more to knacker you. Honestly. Oh, Duke Signar is also upset with me, but that's okay. I could listen to his streams for hours. 5% chance of making him a lunatic. We didn't succeed, sadly. I could ransom you, but I'm not going to. You're going to die in prison. We've eaten another bit of England, everyone. Congratulations. Really though, the bit we want to eat is... Oh, change the GOG progress by 15. Marvelous. How are we doing with that, by the way? 22 years. We're getting there slowly. My ward Meredith has come of age and it's time he left my care. The sufficient duty of you, my child, displayed little natural inclination towards scholarship. Become truly understanding the subject. I can't remember why I decided to educate. Honestly, I can't. I'm sure there was a good reason at the time. Huh. Oh dear. Yeah, the bit we really want is the Duchy of Cornwall. And it's a bit of a problem because there isn't currently a Duke of Cornwall, and Cornwall is split 50-50 between this guy who works for me and this guy who works for them. I don't really want them to stop being like the Cornish people in charge of Cornwall. I've got some inspiration. You want to make your shields. Oh, we can have matching shields on either side of my head. That sounds good. And yeah, no, you're never getting out. Never ever getting out. Whoever these people are, you can be ransomed. You finally come into some money and then immediately spent it all on ransom. That's fine. Oh my god, I've got loads of powerful vassals who've suddenly decided they're all not on my council. There's been a shift in the balance of power. Oh my god, and they're all terrible at everything. There's not one of them that deserves to be on this council. Maybe you as a steward would be okay if I didn't have a noticeably better one. Oh dear, oh powerful vassals. What are you doing to yourselves? Meanwhile, we're 17 years away from getting some fancy-ass knights on our round table. England is split into 4. It's pretty impressive. We've done good. In fact, we've been going for a few hours now. It's probably about a good time for us to wrap up. Plus, advancing him off. So let me drop down. What's this? That's what it said. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, yes, we'll deal with this inspiration thing next time. I'll drop down the save here. Llewellyn. What do I have left to say? Well, I have to say thank you everyone very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this stream and you're watching here with me on Twitch, then do please consider giving me a follow. It really helps small streamers like me. I'm on my way to getting the goal that I have in chat is trying to get me towards affiliate status, which would mean the absolute world to me. If you're watching this later on YouTube, or I'm just Diz for Demise, then please consider giving me a like, subscribing if you want to see more content like this. Every little helps. You can also follow me on Twitter, where I'm also at Diz for Demise, to see a little notification go out every time I go live. Other than that, all that remains is for me to say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.